Hello, Nikki. So I am doing your personal reading one. So you didn't really have like a clear question other than wondering why the Gemini is interfering with your love life. So we're going to just kind of take a look at both the Leo and the Gemini. But I kind of want to focus on the Gemini's energy because I do personally believe that just from what you said and also what I'm feeling, as I'm starting this reading, I do feel like there's something that the Gemini is trying to prevent, which is you being happy. So we are going to look at that. Um, I hope you get this because I did email you at the same email that you signed up with. So hopefully you will get this. But let's go ahead and see what the energy is of your Gemini, and then I will also do for the Leo, but we're going to do the Gemini first just because I feel like the Gemini is the one that is preventing you from, having any type of open heart for the Leo because he's trying to tear up stuff. Trying to mess up your stuff. He's blocking. So let's see. What is it about the Gemini? What is the Gemini's energy at this time? What is going on with the Gemini? Why is the Gemini bothering Nikki? Why is the Gemini bothering? Oh, okay. So that makes sense. We have the, look, it's trying to hop out my hand. The third chakra, which this one talks about self-esteem. That's my card that I recognize as self-esteem. So I feel like the Gemini has low self-esteem at this time because you are moving on. There could have been a point in time where you were all about the Gemini, giving the Gemini all the attention, and then that's, started to waver a little. So now the Gemini is at a point where they're trying to salvage that because their self-esteem has been bruised. I was going to say ego as well. Oop, look at that. Seven of Swords, deceit. This definitely is the energy. So you are correct. He's acting weird towards your relationships or any connection that's not with him. There's definitely an ulterior motive here. That's the energy that he's on. Untrustworthy. We do have adjacent possibilities. So he could be trying to mess up your life in different ways. But knowing that you may be seeking relationship, that could be the main energy here as to what he is doing. Let me get three more. We have Angel of Balance. Indecision. And then we have the Garden and the Gate. Okay, so this explains everything. So your Gemini right now is going through a phase of his life, which I believe it's a he. I think you did say that. He's going through a phase of his life where he's trying to figure things out. He's wondering like, okay, what happened with this? You were his safe space, hence the Garden and the Gate. He did not explore outside of that. Like, he doesn't know how to survive without you in his life. And he's wondering, like, what's going on? Like, why do I feel this way? Because I kind of feel like he also tried to move on. And it's just hard for him because it's taking him away from you and the situation. So any direction that he moves away from you, it always comes back to some type of chaos. So he's trying to figure out at this point, what is it that he wants to do? There is some deceptive energy around here. So I feel like he is trying different avenues, different things to try to get you, under your skin, try to see what it is, what is going to be the way that he can infiltrate your life. That's what I'm getting here. And of course, I know that we've beaten this word down, but I am kind of getting narcissist energy. We do have broken heart. So your Gemini, I'm not sure 100% if this is a true broken heart, like feeling sad for the end of this connection. But I am getting the sense that there's some type of ego here. So I feel like his ego has been bruised. And that's why we have this broken heart, because he knows that Leo's around. He knows the Leo's doing what, you're asking, making you feel good. And so he is having a ego death. He is hurting because he wants what the Leo is getting. And then we have the World. So it's in the reverse, but of course I'm not reading those in the reverse. So there's going to be some type of conclusion to this. He can't keep doing this. He may end up giving up on it. That's pretty much the direction that I see, but it's kind of like he wants to do the most damage as possible. So that's the energy coming from your Gemini. I want to go ahead and look at some other things that the Gemini wants to let you know. And then we're going to move on to your Leo. What does the Gemini want Nikki to know? What does the Gemini want Nikki to know? It hurts seeing you love someone else. Could it be any more clear? I love when it comes out like this. This literally is the gist of why he's infiltrating into your life. He does not want to see you love someone else. And again, it could be genuine that he feels some type of way, but seeing that you moved on, I'm getting the sense that this is the ego. He doesn't want you to be with anyone else but him. So it hurts him to see you love someone else the way that you loved him. Definitely the energy that I was picking up. What does Nikki need to know about the Gemini? I had to go. We were holding each other back. So there was some type of separation between the two of you, and I feel like you guys just grew apart. And that happens sometimes. It doesn't mean that someone's better than the other, but I do feel like you guys just moved apart. But at the same time, it's like this Gemini is trying to hold on to something. So I do kind of feel like you were the one that kind of started this movement away from the other, and he just followed suit to save face again. Our relationship was so darn complex. So again, it was hard to understand. There was just too much going on, and it was hard for you to figure out where you stood with this Gemini. As you can see here, like all of that in the background is so overwhelming. So I feel like you may have felt overwhelmed with this connection. You just felt like it was a never-ending situation, and you didn't have the answers. You didn't know why or what was going to happen. I can't stop thinking about you. So the Gemini has you heavy on his brain. Which, of course, because Capricorn, people always think that it's always just Scorpio that's very intuitive, but Capricorns are as well. And I kind of feel like that's because we're represented by Pentacles, which is work, and also the Devil card, which, of course, is just, that's a whole nother story. But because of that, we know the good and the bad. And that's a combination that not many people have. So I do feel like your Gemini has some obsession towards you or some type of codependency. It's so hard to stay mad at you. So when you guys have arguments, or when you did, it was something that, okay, I could easily get over that because I care about Capricorn, or there's something magnetic about Capricorn. We kind of pull people in. So Capricorns definitely pull people into them, even if we're not trying. My anxieties got in the way. So again, like I said, with this, our relationship was so darn complex. It was kind of like it was an overwhelming feeling. And overwhelmed also equals anxiety. So your person had some fear of commitment, and I feel like that's where it stemmed from. So it's kind of like he wanted to keep you close but far at the same time. And that's where that indecision probably came in, where it was like back and forth. You didn't know where you fit in. You didn't know where it was headed. So that kind of solidified everything. So definitely your Gemini is always around because he still harbors some feelings and emotions towards you. So let's see about your Leo. So I'm going to actually use tarot first. So when it comes to the Leo, what does Nikki need to know? How does the Leo feel? What does Leo want to say when it comes to Nikki? I kind of feel like the Leo may have been scared away from the Gemini. So I don't know if the Gemini was reaching out to him, or they had some type of interaction, whether it be like themselves, or if it was like a fake page or something. That's what I'm getting, that maybe the Gemini may have reached out on social media. So let's see. What does the Leo want Nikki to know about this situation? And I believe based off of your response, the Leo is the one that you actually are interested in. So we do have the Queen of Wands. So the Leo sees you as somebody that's very captivating. Wow. I don't even know if that's a real word. Uh, the Queen of Wands. So your Leo sees you as somebody that's very captivating, beautiful, and you demand your presence. Like, you demand presence, you demand respect, and that's something that your Leo is attracted to with this Queen of Wands. You're also mysterious as well. You know things. We have the Fool in reverse, so this definitely is nervousness, I feel, on the part of your Leo. I feel like your Leo gets nervous around you and is unsure about things, and because of this Queen of Wands energy, I feel like the Leo kind of feels a little bit off kilter here. He may not make the right moves or feels like he's not doing the right things because of your presence. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Something's difficult for him to continue. He's having to take a break right now, the Leo, or he's not too involved. I seen this when I was shuffling, but we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So there's something here about needing to fix themselves. So I don't know if the Leo has been going through some stuff. I kind of feel like the Leo is like trying to bounce back from some type of depression or some loss, a heavy loss. And we have the Hermit in reverse, but the Leo is ready to like branch out. So I don't know if this was a previous relationship prior to you, and I feel like the Leo is now ready to kind of get out there. So you could remind him of somebody from the past, but your actions are different. And I feel like that's why the Leo is not sure like how to move with this situation. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So the Leo kind of feels intimidated by you. I feel like the Leo is thinking that, okay, I'm not working hard enough for Nikki. There's something here that I need to do. I need to continue to work. So there's more for this Leo to work on. And I kind of feel like at this point, everybody's just taking it slow. Oop, that one flew on the floor. That one flew way back. The Chariot. So this is about moving forward, but it flew on the floor. So I'm kind of thinking that there's some type of fear about moving forward with this. Why is the Chariot there? Page of Swords. So yeah, the Leo is just assessing the situation at this time. I feel like the Leo is just trying to take it easy, you know, watch for certain signs, because I feel like the Leo may have really been hurt in the past. So they're trying to see if you're the same as the people, or the person, I should say, that they were dealing with in the past before you. So I feel like, you know, they're being very cautious. They're watching. They're maybe stalking your page, just trying to see if you are who you truly say you are. At the bottom, we do have the Seven of Swords. There goes that deceptive energy again. But on this one, I kind of feel like that's the Gemini's energy coming in, because it is swords, and Gemini is a air sign. So I do feel like this is the encounter that your Gemini had with your Leo. And what I'm thinking too, I kind of feel like the Gemini had a chance to talk to the Leo and start some rumors or say something about you. And I feel like that's why the Leo is kind of hesitant. So if you've seen a change in the Leo, I feel like that's because of the Gemini's actions. We do have the Two of Swords in reverse. So this is basically saying that the Leo's not going to allow that to happen, but it's going to like slowly reveal to him the truth. So he's going to get the truth. He's not going to like live in a lie. He's not going to assume things about you. If he hasn't already communicated this to you about what happened or where he sees things going, he will. I think he just needed some time, because it kind of set him back a little bit. And I feel like that's where that energy came from with your Gemini. What else does she need to know? What else does Nikki need to know? So I'm going to use these cards. These are the You Drive Me Crazy. So it is for like relationship type. And so the energy that comes out will determine who it's coming from, Leo or the Gemini, or both. So what else does Nikki need to know, Spirit? You give me anxiety. So this has come out again. This came out with the Gemini energy, I believe, if I'm correct. So you give someone anxiety because of how confident you are. And you make someone nervous. Like they don't know how they can like measure up or how they can get close to you. So you definitely do make someone feel that way. We also have I love you. So someone does actually love you. I'm getting Gemini energy just because I kind of feel like you're with that person longer. But this person is scared. They're scared that they love you. I'm different now. I've changed. So I feel like this is the Gemini's energy trying to convince you. So only you'll know. You can kind of just take this information and do what you will with it. Sorry about that. Definitely a lot of sexual energy here, especially with just that. But this is not love. So someone could be coming under the, no pun intended, under the guise of I love you, but really just wanting to do this. And there is a difference, and that's where people like kind of forget. I'm insecure about us. So again, that's what I said, that Gemini energy is coming out heavy in this reading. So your Gemini's anxiety ridden, insecure about you guys, and that's why that chakra came out. I think it was the second chakra. Because for once in his life, he feels like he can lose you, like for good. And then we have let's get married. So there's definitely, this could also be the energy that you're feeling with the Leo, but this could just be like a last minute resort. So someone's definitely watching, possibly seeing like how serious something is. And this could actually be a future event in you and your person's life. I watch on social media. So again, we have that sword energy, Gemini. It also could be the Leo. Just watching to see who's talking to you, what you're doing, trying to get some information. So if you want them to know, keep it public. If not, block it and keep the mystery going. And we need a break, not a break up, but a break. So this is the Gemini's energy, feeling as if you don't need to break up. You guys just need to break from each other. So that's why it's kind of like, okay, well, why are you talking to this Leo? We're not supposed to be broken up. We're just taking a break. So this is kind of a delusional type of energy, but also the energy that I am picking up from the Gemini. So I'm going to get you an affirmation. This is something I started doing for the personal readings, just to kind of give you a little bit for yourself, like a little last minute. So when it comes to Nikki, Spirit, what is something she needs to know? What is something that Nikki needs to know about this situation or herself? What's something? Okay, so we have here, everyone's a teacher. So everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part in making me a better person. So this is a karmic lesson. And I feel like the Gemini could have actually been a karmic lesson for you, to where you learned how you wanted to be treated moving forward. What you weren't going to accept, what you would accept. So you kind of helped solidify some boundaries when it comes to dating. So that's your reading. Again, I hope that this finds you well, because I have emailed you and you haven't responded, but of course I understand people got to work. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and email this directly to your email. And also I'm going to put it online too, just so that, not online like to everyone can see, but online for you specifically through the app that you use to book the reading. So again, I thank you so much, and I hope you have a great evening, and I'll catch you later.